Welcome to one of the league's biggest and brightest venues, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers.
For your Los Angeles Chargers.
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Darius Davis to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
A 3-yard pickup.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
And the Chargers.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First and 10
nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Vidal running to the left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Now we get to that good old-fashioned situational football. In my eyes, Kate, all over this defense. How can you now respond after giving up such a long run?
At the 8-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. They stay on the ground with Vidal. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Vidal, the ball carrier.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Herbert from the gun. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Eagles have it! It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Play action. Hurts has it. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 30. And an Eagles.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
They go play fake with Hurts. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now has a man. It's Tyler Conklin. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Play action now for Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the...
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Here's Vidal on the zone read. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. In on the stop, had that incredible breakout season last year, was Zach Bond. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Herbert with a blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Chargers.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Eagles nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
A gain of 13 yards.
And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. All set now. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's keeping it again. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All set to go now from the 35. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Throwing here, Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
Jake Elliott.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
first down, Eagles.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down throwing for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play.
1 yard gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Hurts yet again. Has it downfield, working the left. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
On the throwaway.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Hurts trying to get on second down. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Hurts throwing again. To the edge of the end zone. Ooh, it's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw, Hurts. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Eagles 10, Chargers 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field.
27-yard line.
And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Will.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's a give to Vidal. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for an L.A. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
2nd and inches.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Chased out to his right.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers take a fourth-quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
The score, Chargers 14, Eagles 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
17 at the 36-yard line.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Lad McConkey.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 21, Eagles 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts now from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
On 1st down, Hurts hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Complete to number 80.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.